Most people lose money when buying businesses. They fall in love too early, too quickly. I'm going to show you in the next couple of minutes the actual framework that I use when looking at the businesses before even thinking about buying them. So I've made a list, got the list here, so I'll make sure I follow and then tell you exactly best bits, what to look at when buying a business. So this is no theory, it's the actual framework. So if the business fails in any of these steps, I'll just simply walk away. Number one is the cash flow. You probably heard the expression, cash flow is king. Now, let's not get confused between cash flow and revenue, because there are two different things. I'm looking at the actual cash flow. That means if the business, is this business capable of paying whatever it is to be paid, but also pay me without being actually there. We're going to look at EBITDA. We want to make sure we got a strong EBITDA, because obviously without a strong one, you won't be able to have any cash flow left. Is on any add backs, it's got any loans. Has this business made a profit consistently for the next or over the 4-5 years? If the answer is yes, brilliant. We'll move into the step 2, and that is owner dependency. If the owner disappears tomorrow, will the business collapse? That's a very important aspect. And if the answer is yes, then the price will go down considerably while I walk away. Step number 3 I've got here on my list, and that is people and systems. Now, again, very important aspect. Businesses don't run on ideas, they run on people and systems. Is the staff stable? Got the same member of the staff for the last couple of years. That means they're happy with the staff doing the right job, the right thing. Is the pricing structure okay? Do they got enough appointments? How do they generate appointments? Do they got any SOP in place? And now brings us to step number 4. And that is risks and MOAT. What can kill this business? This is another thing I'm looking at. Is it a big client? A lot of people think, oh, I've got this big client, sorted. But what happens if that big client walks away and decides not to do any more business with you, not to buy from you? That's why you need to have a look at it. If that were to happen, will the business still survive? A big supplier in the game. Location, regulations. Is the business following all the regulations for the domain that's activating? Will the new regulations that will come in that area can put a strain on the business and kill the business? If I can't identify these risks, I don't understand business. The next step I'm looking at is step number 5, and that is upside. Now, let's be very clear, I'm not looking to buy the perfect business. I'm looking at buying businesses that are improvable, that can be improved. I'm not looking to reinvent the wheel. I'm looking at businesses that what they're doing great, and if there's any room for improvement, yeah, that's what I'm looking at. So again, we're going to talk into pricing. Is it up to the market level? Can that be increased or decreased and still make a considerable amount of profit? Is the marketing on point? Could be any other channel used in order to promote the business better, which in return can bring more business in? What are the working hours? Do they need to be extended, these hours? Do they need to open the slots for different days? And what are the costs of this? Do we need to cut some costs? Do we need to probably spend a bit more, maybe hire a new member of staff in order to cover different aspects that will make the business run smoothly and also return more profit? We make the business more profitable or able to sustain the workload, and that's workflow and that sort of thing. So in conclusion, buying a business isn't about being smart, it's about being disciplined. In the next video, I will explain to you what to look at the business, even if the actual business, the numbers look great, but it's actually a bad business. So stay tuned so you can see the real process without the fluff, just real numbers.